I'm gonna go look for Dagger and Rusty. Would you mind heading back to the inn? Sure, I'll help back. Forget Steiner. I wonder where Dagger is. There's already a man helping me. I'm from the country. Yeah, you can see it just immediately interrupts you. You still sound funny though. I just started. I'll master it soon enough. You sure know how to fake it. Fake? How insensitive. I love Lord Avon's plays. I've seen all of them. I Want to Be Your Canary is one of my favorites. I even have all the lines memorized. I'll learn soon enough. Geez, you don't have to get mad. I'm sorry. We need to decide what to do from here. Will you go back to the inn? What about you? I'll head back soon. Alrighty, I'll catch you later. I'll just let Steiner be and go back to the inn. Oh hey, we got a new omen. Today will be a day filled with deja vu. You will see familiar sights and eat foods that you tasted long ago. You may find a long-lost friend. Take a moment to recall good memories. Hey, vices. So, okay, first of all, like, I think I'll probably show this, but yeah, once you open that door, and it isn't just like the areas around, like, I just backtracked and got encounters, so, you know, you can get encounters anywhere. Anyways, so these vices, so they can, I think it's like a 1 in 3 chance, like, they cycle between, like, they can either physical attack, magic attack, or they can steal from you. The thing with the vices, though, is that if they, steal from you, first of all, when they steal from you, they always steal a potion, these guys. Second of all, if you don't kill them, after they've stolen from you, they'll escape, and they'll do a little butt boop, and then run away. And the thing with, vices, though, that's most notable, is that when they steal from you, you like, that item is gone forever. Like, you cannot get the potion back. You can steal a potion from them to begin with, which kind of makes up for that, but like, if you kill them, like, you don't get a potion from them after you stole it, it's gone. It's not super applicable for these guys, but there's actually an enemy later on that will be stealing, that can actually steal like ethers and stuff from you, and if they steal from you, you know, that you don't get that thing back if you kill them. It's also kind of funny too, if you let them, if they all run away from you, I believe we don't get a battle ending screen. Yeah, it just fades out. And we're just kind of zonked away back into the field. Oh, that's new dialogue. Chocobo, choco, choco, chocobo. I cannot leave until I find out when the cargo ship will arrive. Oh, that's kind of a cute detail. You can actually see Mord in his house beforehand. I forgot about that. That's nice. Poke it with a sword. Yeah! Ow! Ouch! What did you do that for? You almost stabbed Dagger. The princess? Ouch! Just jumps on his head. Blackwell's number 2. You're a fun little. You come so soon after. Well, I say that, but we've you know, we've gone through a town, but I won't spoil anything. This guy has some interesting behavior. So you probably noticed this during the boss fight, but first of all, this guy he'll counter anything Vivi does. Like if he, well, any of his magics. Like if we cast Blizzard on this guy. Kaploosh. This guy has slightly higher magic defense than other enemies. He will immediately, you know, counter us with his own Blizzard spell. it'll hit the 3 of us. You'll notice though, right? It hits the 3 of us. That's a very, very, like, it doesn't seem like such a big thing, but it's like, how many Final Fantasy games, especially, have it to where multi-target spells only hit some of the party members and not just everything? I'm pretty sure this is the only instance of something like this in the entire, like, series. Like, at least in, like, the classic, you know, original Squaresoft 1 to 10 games. Like, it's such a minute thing, but the fact that the Black Waltz suit specifically avoids targeting Dagger is really interesting, I think. Man, I have great steel luck all of a sudden, though, eh? I just keep getting this. I guess let's show off the... Oh, I don't have Thunder equipped. Oops. Well, that's not that big a deal. I mean, it's just, he would just use Thunder on us. There is a couple interesting other things. Well, first of all, I'll mention this. This Black Waltz, it counters Vivi's magic, but really interestingly enough, it's programmed to counter Fyra, Blizzara, and Thundara spells too, which are completely impossible to have at this point, obviously, but if you did have them, he would counter them if Vivi used them. He won't counter any of the other spells, though. So it's kind of interesting. It's like, perhaps at some point you could have those spells at this point? Who knows? Once you get him down to roughly half health, he'll use that big, you know, my mission is to take back the princess attack, but let's wait a sec here. Because, you know, that spell does, you know, a lot of damage, so we'll get wrecked if we do that. Although maybe that's good. Also, once again, just like with other dudes, this boss has a thing where if it doesn't have enough MP to use, it doesn't have the 999 MP that, you know, Black Waltz 1 had, but if it has like 3,000, so it's still a ridiculous amount. But if somehow you were to like sit here for long enough that it runs out of MP, it'll start using Osmosis on us. Or I guess just, I know it's called Osmosis because that's the actual term, but the actual spell is just Osmos. Which is kind of funny. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to really talk about with this boss. Not really. I mean, it has a lot of things, but there is one really cool thing though. That's you know, once again, you know, since it never attacks Dagger, just like with other boss fights in the past, there's a special interaction if you let it KO everyone that isn't Dagger. So we just sit here for a while. I guess we can just have Sniper kill himself. Boom! 273. Do 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 ba ba do bang 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 bang. Wow, he's taking a really long time to attack there. Is that just me? Anyway, so upon all of our party members being knocked out, consider for a little bit. He should taunt us. You know what? I think it's like, what will you do? Yeah, what are you going to do now? I think this gives you a chance, like you don't just immediately lose, so like you can try to resurrect someone. But the thing is that if you're at this point, it's actually really hard to recover. Because as you can see, well, actually, I guess he specifically stalls at this point to give you a chance to recover. I think, or maybe he's just slow, I don't know. Either way, if you sit here though and actually let it keep going, they can see he really stalls. I shall take you back to the castle. Hypnotize. He puts us to sleep with an attack that can never miss, and it's impossible to have sleep immunity at this point, so this always works. Let us return to the castle, princess. And it's a game over. Especially, of course, obviously, like this can't happen unless you do it yourself. But if you just kill Dagger, you just game over normally, anyways. I mean, Either way, it's cool though. I really like that all these like dagger interactions have like special game overs for them. Like it's funny to think about, but like once again, like how many, especially like Final Fantasy games, usually have these non-standard game overs where it's just like you got a game over just because like you got put to sleep, you know. I'm trying to think. Is there anything? Like I was thinking about the whole thing, but there's really nothing else to talk about with that boss. I mean, he's a he's a bird. He's a humanoid. So if you have, but we can't. We don't have anything for humanoids at this point, so that doesn't matter. I think once I've finished this LP, I might go back and show off some of the like, little cool little unused quirks we can see. So I might come back to this boss with tier 2 spells and see him respond to Fyra. I think there's actually even a couple cases where it's like, I think it's the boss after this has a thing where like they use a spell called Thundara, but it just looks like thunder. But it's like it's technically unused because you can't normally see it again. Actually, that one might not even be unused. That might just be a mistake. But I digress. This one was mostly just talking about random stuff. I mean, I don't know. This one probably wasn't as interesting, but they're not all gonna be as interesting. Honestly, I'm surprised I've been consistently recording these as much as I have, because I wouldn't be surprised if next part's gonna be mostly just, well, no, because the next boss actually has some pretty cool stuff too. Man, I don't. There's too much. Frick, man, I've recorded like 12 episodes of this, and I've barely made it past like the first. Like, if you're doing like a normal run, this takes like an hour maybe to get to this point. Meanwhile, it's taking me like 6. Oh well. See you guys later.